Hi Pisces, welcome back to the Astrology 33 channel. This is your September 2024 tarot reading. Thank you to those of you who've liked, viewed, shared, and subscribed to the channel. I appreciate all of that. And for those of you new to the channel, as far as what we have in front of us, the Celtic Cross spread as always. And I also pulled the 4 agreements and wisdom and oracle card for you guys. But we're actually going to start the reading off by rolling those astrology dice we have in front of us to get an idea of where your focus should be as far as that goes. Alright, well, we have your sign. So yeah, there's going to be quite a bit going on in your sign in September. We're going to have, well, for one, we've had Saturn there for quite some time and Neptune. They're both retrograde. And then there's also going to be a full moon eclipse in your sign this month. So it makes sense to see that pop up. Alright, we have Venus. So Venus is actually going to be in Libra for the first few weeks, and then it's going to move into Scorpio for the rest of the month. So yeah, for you guys, that's going to be moving from your 8th house of death, rebirth, intimacy, and investments into your 9th house of philosophy, higher learning, and foreign affairs. And we have 12. So 12th house energy for you guys is Aquarius, and at the time of recording this, we're just about to have that full moon in Aquarius, so it's going to be pretty intense. We've had Pluto moving through there for a while too. When we physically get into September, it's going to move back into Capricorn though. But yeah, at the very least, as we close out August moving into September, there's definitely going to be some intense energies flowing through Aquarius, and 12th house in general points to spirituality, blind spots, and mental health. So we'll keep those in mind as we go through the main spread. In the main situation position, we have the Knight of Pentacles, Virgo energy, and challenging that, we have the Five of Cups, Scorpio energy. So yeah, to me this says that you're probably going to get an offer this month, and it's probably something that's been a long time coming, but with this in the challenge position, you might go through a moment where then you start to realize that, okay, now that it's finally here, there might be some things that you need to give up in order to fully receive that offer. So a super generic example, right? It could just be saying that maybe now you get some job offer that you've wanted for a while, but then you come to the realization that, okay, maybe there's going to be a lot of hours of work put into that, and maybe because of that you won't be able to spend as much time with friends, right? So it could just be one of those dynamics there. All right, in the foundation position, we have the Page of Pentacles. So yeah, to me, this shows me that this is something that you did spend some time working toward it, though. If we look at the pentacle there, it's just out of his reach. So yeah, to me, this says that ultimately this is something that you were working toward for a while, but maybe because you were so wrapped up in getting to the goal, right? Maybe for a while you didn't realize that, oh, once I'm there, I'm going to have to shift some other things in my life to really fully embrace it. All right, past energy, we have the Three of Pentacles. So yeah, again, to me, this says that this is an indicator that you did put in your time toward this goal, right? So you've put in the work that you needed to do in order to get there. And it looks like it was built on a solid foundation too. So yeah, it could just be one of those things where, again, you get so caught up in the day-to-day work to get to a goal, right? And then once you're there, you realize, okay, now there's a whole other set of considerations I have to think about moving forward. All right. In the present position, we have the Queen of Swords. So yeah, to me, this says that you're giving some thought on how best to adjust to the new reality, right? So it's like, okay, now that I got this thing, let me get settled, right? Like I said, maybe you just briefly had some emotional disappointment around, okay, now I'm going to have to shift X, Y, Z. But to me, this says that it'll probably be pretty short-lived for you guys, and then you'll be like, okay, got that out of the way, right? Now, practically, what do I need to do to move forward in the situation? And I do have to say, for some of you, given that that is a Libra card, could just be saying that for some of you might not fully feel like you're there until we get closer to the end of September, but either way, it looks like it'll be coming soon. Right, in the near future position, we have the Eight of Wands. So yeah, so to me, it looks like this is a situation that you'll be adjusting to pretty quickly, right? So yeah, like I said, maybe there's going to be a moment where you freak out a little bit, right? Like, oh, how am I going to balance this? But it's like once this says that once you get acclimated to the new reality. So again, like I said, just a generic example. If you got a raise or promotion at work, right now you adjust into what that entails, and then maybe initially like, oh, did I make a mistake here? Maybe feeling a little overwhelmed, but then to me this says that ultimately you'll get the hang of it pretty quickly. All right, in the position of your influence on a situation, we have the Ace of Swords. So yeah, to me this could just be saying that you might just have an epiphany on how best to manage the situation. So yeah, again, I'm seeing another indicator there. Like we said with the Queen of Swords, everything that looks like you're gonna reach a goal that you've been striving for a while. Once that hits, it looks like you have a brief moment of freaking out a little bit, like, okay, now that this is here, I have to adjust all these things. And that might be true initially, but then it looks like you will just catch on pretty quickly to the new responsibilities, and then things will start to flow a lot more smoothly. All right, in the environment position, we have the King of Wands. So yeah, for some of you, this is representing your energy, and if that's the case, again, like I said, I feel like this just represents that increase in confidence in your new situation. So again, like I said, it feels like you'll just get the hang of things pretty quickly. Now, if this is someone else too, let's say, for example, if this is again around a promotion, right? This could just be saying that the person in your environment that actually gives you the promotion could just be observing how you're moving through the situation and being impressed. All right, in the hopes or fears position, we have the Knight of Cups. So yeah, I'm going to assume for most of you this is a hope. This is actually the core card that represents your energy. So I feel like this is saying that you're just hoping that you don't lose yourself in the day to day, right? We're like, oh, okay, hold on, this is this thing I wanted for a while, now I'm here. Looks like it's asking a lot of me, so but hopefully I don't lose myself in the process. All right, in the outcome position, we have the Tower. So yeah, to me, this says, especially with that Ace of Swords in your position around the situation, this could just be one of those things where you adjust to like, okay, maybe this situation isn't exactly what I thought it was going to be going into it. But again, looking at the spread overall, I feel like that's going to be a rather short-lived thing for you guys, and then you're like, okay, I'm good, right? Freaked out for a minute or two maybe, but now I'm getting the hang of things. Things are starting to flow a lot more smoothly. I do have to say, though, to be fair, like we mentioned with the Pisces energy coming up in your dice too, could just be saying that maybe there could be something around that full moon eclipse in your sign that could throw you for a loop too. But if that's the case, it looks like you're set with a pretty sturdy foundation elsewhere in the spread. So even if that's the case, it looks like it would be short lived, but at the very least, something to watch out for, right? Especially because this is going to be the first eclipse in your sign for it's been at least maybe 9 years or so since you guys had an eclipse in your sign. So something to look out for there. All right. And bottom of the deck, we have the Hermit. So yeah, this is Virgo energy here. And again, the meter says that you're really just looking over the details, right? And um, sometimes the way the Virgo energy could play out in a more negative sense, it could be overly critical, right? Even self-critical too. So it could just be one of those things where you're just looking at the situation and then maybe almost freak yourself out, like, okay, now I'm gonna have to do X, Y, Z, right? And you're thinking it's gonna be such a departure from what you've been doing to this point. But then as time goes on, you realize, okay, so this is flowing more smoothly than I thought. All right, from the Four Agreements deck, we have be impeccable with your word, and it says seek to know the truth. All right, it says when you hear an opinion and believe it, you make an agreement and it becomes part of your belief system. The only thing that can break this agreement is to make a new one based on truth. Only the truth has the power to set you free. So yeah, definitely an interesting message there. And that makes me think of the Ace of Swords, right, coming through as an epiphany. And like I said, so maybe you get to a goal you've been working on for a while, and then in that moment, maybe you start to doubt yourself, right? But then if that's the case, I feel like this is saying you can work through that energy pretty quickly and realize that there's no need to hold on to that belief. All right, and from the Wisdom of the Oracle, we have breathed. There's the artwork. and the number is 29. Let's see what this has to say. Actually, I think Scorpio got this same card as well. All right. Essential meanings says patience, waiting, going slowly, wellness, meditation, trust. The Oracle's message: patience in all things is called for right now. What do you need to do when you're in a rush? Slow down, of course. Meditate and trust. Breathe and repeat. Humans cannot exist without drawing breath. Now is the time to allow the life-giving element of air to replenish your body, your being, and your very essence. Stop to smell the roses, breathe in the sunlight, and release the darkness, and miracles will appear. It's got definitely a positive message there, especially for those of you who are like, maybe if you freak out around some new responsibilities that you end up with this month, because it looks like you'll be able to work on it pretty quickly. All right, the relationship message says, don't be in too much of a hurry right now. The heart needs time to open. Take a breath and let nature take its course. Release constriction and anxiety, for there is no need for tension. Savor the moment, and the waiting will prove difficult. Your heart knows what the ego often resists learning. Patience pays off in deep and meaningful ways. So yeah, definitely a positive message there. I will say this didn't seem like much of a romantic relationship spread, but for those of you looking for guidance there, hopefully that resonated. If not, I do have the love readings on my channel as well. All right, the prosperity message says, you have worked long and hard. Your dreams are coming to fruition, and you want to hurry things along. You are the slow one moving languidly, yet still progressing right now, in a rhythm dictated by your authentic nature, the essence of your desire, and the will of the universe. Slow and steady wins the race. You will indeed win if you relax, stay the course, trust your intuition, and breathe. So yeah, that last sentence there for sure definitely seems to support the main spread, right? So once again, hopefully that resonated with you guys. We'll wrap up there, and I'll see you all next month. All right, bye.